Bluefin, also here with the other David, and of course,
Hey,
our friend, the one and only Child of Mecca.
What's
How's it
going
going?
on, everybody? Howdy.
Yeah, so we have a cool little update for everybody, but first we wanted to talk a little bit about the Bandai Hobby Open and show you guys some of the things that people have been entering so far. So, in case you haven't heard, the Bandai Hobby Open is a new contest that we're doing online, where if you're missing out on some of the contests that would have been happening this year, we got you. All right, anything that's got a Bandai logo on it, you build it, do a nice kit bash. You can do a straight build. You can paint whatever it is. We have you. We've got three categories. We have beginner, we have intermediate, and we have expert. So there's a category for everybody. So please, don't feel intimidated. Just join up. This is really just for fun because everybody's kind of stuck inside with basically nothing to do right now. That being said, we want to look at some of the entries that we've gotten so far, and we'll start with the beginners. So we have this one from Changmin Lee. It's a Hayaku Shiki with some really cool decals on it. So what do you guys think of this one?
well, I thought I was a beginner until I saw this, and now I know I'm whatever is under a beginner. So this is already looks better than what I could do. So, yeah, it's impressive already.
Yeah, no, I mean, it looks pretty clean to me. I like the placement of the stickers and everything like that. So, well done. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I thought it was a very clean build. So David, you might be like maybe entry grade.
If I'm lucky, maybe.
You use nippers, right?
I do. No, I just tear it off with my teeth.
Oh God, the savagery, the savagery.
Might be like level like Lego. That might be my level. Like below beginner, below entry grade. I'm just Lego.
Lego. All right. So for the next one, this is from Manuel Rodriguez. This one is pretty cool because not everybody changes the pose between photos, and he did. So that's how you know it's still movable. Everything still functions. What do you think about this one?
I like it. The little details and everything that he painted up, really good, especially like on the bottom of the feet, the little grippy knobs there at the front and the back, is gray and everything. And you can see a little bit of the metallic red around the knee opening there. So I really like that. So, I mean, overall, really clean, really nicely done.
Yeah, it's a Gundam on the go. Sometimes you need a blaster, sometimes you need an energy sword. So he's ready. He's ready for up close and from far away. So again, another beginner. I don't know. Are we checking birth certificates on these? How are we checking these as beginners here?
There's a little bit of self checking here, but
the honor system.
That being said, when we go to final judging, if we see someone who enters in like the greatest model kit ever, and they're like, "Yeah, beginners," no, we're gonna change that category on you, okay?
Yeah, if Jim Jarkins enters, we're gonna know where that came from. I'm just saying.
Leave my cousin out of this, buddy.
But one thing I like about this photo that other people can maybe take for when they're doing their photos is it really doesn't really take too much to make a really good photo. Like he's got a sheet behind it. And that made a world of difference. So, for people out there who maybe want some tips on that, that's a good tip right there. Just put a black sheet or any kind of single color sheet that contrasts well with the model that you've chosen. So yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. So intermediate, some nice ones in intermediate. What do you guys think about this one?
Man, I love the color switch a little bit. To the gray and orange. I love that color scheme, that aesthetic, that kind of test type color scheme. It always just works for me. So I'm a huge fan of that. So I really like that color switch and everything. I also like the second photo here, the top down. That's not a angle you see all the time. So I respect the the guts it took to kind of include that in with the photos so far. So yeah,
right.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean the devil's definitely in the details, and there is definitely some incredible detail work going on here. Again, I mean, from a novice builder, from Lego level builder, I'm just always blown away. We got the decals where it's got the separation. Just the I can't wait to see what the advanced category is going to bring if this is just the intermediate category.
Right. I really like the little stress like weathering on the boosters.
Yeah.
Like for me, like that whole black on silver look has always been a favorite of mine. I love the way that looks. So I was very happy that he added in that above shot. And you're right, most people don't do that because sometimes they can hide things. Right there. Same where people don't like to show you the bottom of the feet sometimes. You know, I've seen that before in GBWC where people are like, you didn't paint the bottom of the feet, did you? They go, I didn't think you would look. My dude, he was flying. Of course I'm going to look. So, all right. So good job, Anthony Taylor. This one I really liked from Kenny Mai. I'm still like processing why I like it so much, but it's a nice, clean, really cool custom thing, you know, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he just took a picture of a figure. I don't think this is it's just super duper clean. You know, it just goes to show you that sometimes you don't have to have all like the flash and everything behind it. I mean, this is just an incredible looking model, and you can definitely tell the technique and love that went into building this, and it's incredible.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, and I like the fact that he took an IBO base and kind of made his own thing out of it. You know, so just like a battle droid type of deal. Very what's that one? Oh, shoot, the movie.
Pacific Rim.
Was it?
I said Pacific Rim.
No. With the oh man, Chappie. It's very Chappie-esque, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of with the exposed, skeletal frame and everything, the gears, the wires, the whole 9 yards.
Right.
I like it. I like it a lot. And, adding the different head on top of that, with the different color scheme and everything. I love the embedded on the first one on the top of the upper legs here, the little,
cross. That little detail.
Yeah. I love those. Those are looking really nice. Just a really, really nice poses, especially on the two sides. And then just, a nice static kind of, strength pose in the middle. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Now, the cool thing is, and this a photo that I'm going to save for when we do our award panel in September, he's got another shot of this thing fighting another kit, like on the ground grappling it. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm going to save that for the final one.
Okay.
So, yeah, I like this, people being able to just show different poses. Because a lot of times when you have a contest like GBWC, because you put it in the case and you leave it there, you don't get to see any of them move. And then a lot of times, some of the more complicated stuff can't move. So I do appreciate people being able to do different poses. So
yeah,
cool. This one from Mark Bryner. It's a really well done RX-78. I believe this is the 1 year war version, the new one that just came out. It's a high grade. It looks really it reminds me a lot of the 7-Eleven version, but like in a good way.
Yeah, I mean it takes guts to put a lime green on something like that, especially with a gray contrasting color.
Yeah.
So kudos for that. But other than that, I mean, it looks super clean. Just from the two photos here, it looks very, very clean. I mean, the paint looks smooth. Everything looks really nice on it. So yeah, no complaints.
Yeah, it's always interesting when you take an iconic design, that people are used to seeing, and just when you slap on just a really, really different coat of paint, how different and how unique it looks. And, I like that it looks like it's, part of, like, it would be like the flagship of some, like, warlord's militia or something like that. Like, he just happened to get some old Gundam and just slapped on a new color paint. But yeah, I agree with everything you guys said. It looks great. And, the intermediate category is going to be a pretty stacked field, it looks like.
Right.
Yeah.
We should do like a crazy RX-78 contest where you have to paint RX-78, but only using weird colors. Like no white, black, red, or blue. Everything else is fine.
Right.
All right. So then for expert, Dalton, Kutsch, I love a good GM Sniper 2. Many people know that it's my favorite master grade of all time. This looks pretty cool. What do you think about it?
I actually follow this guy on Instagram. So I've seen this kind of come into being. and really, really well done. Weathering is, man, it's nice and dirty and grimy and everything. Customized weapon, customized armor and backpack and the whole 9 yards. Well executed, I think. Very well done.
Yeah, this guy has seen some action. Just the look and feel of him. I get the real lived-in look out of this, and that's what really separates, like the studs, like Tim and David as well. I can take some out of the box and I can make it look cool because Bandai made it look cool coming out of the box, and I can be super proud of it, and I'll pose it and I'll do all this cool stuff, and then I see like one of you guys do something, or I see something like from Dalton here, and it's like we're not even playing with the same thing, and I can just only keep at it and try to keep getting better, but when I see stuff like this, I'm like, oh man, it's some insane talent, and it really, really shows that these people are at the top of their game.
Yeah, definitely, and it's really just it's trial and error, it's practice, it's patience, it's being willing to spend money on a model kit that you might ruin this kit. It might be trash by the time you're done. So it's cool though. But I definitely, when we do the judging on this, I'm gonna do my best not to let my GM Sniper 2 bias influence it. If it gets too hard, I might just have to hand it off to you, and the other guest judges will go, "Guys, you do it without me," because I saw the Sniper 2. I'm like, you win, perfect. Okay, we're done. We can call it a day, guys.
Here, enter some snipers.
Yeah, right.
GM Sniper 2 is gonna do well.
I love that every year. I always see a lot of people do a lot of good work on this kit. And it's always fun to see, what's the new GM Sniper 2 entry's gonna be like this year. So this one was definitely well done. So, and then we go to the last one, a guy who always wins something in our contest, Jason Tsai. This one is interesting because for me, it's not one that I can look at right away and comprehend the entirety of what it is. This is one of those ones where I have to spend some time looking at it, and I keep finding new details and stuff. And I love that about this entry.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amalgam of a lot of different kits, I mean, you've got IBO kits, you've got GPO2, it looks like a shoulder binder, but then he also has parts from the lower leg and stuff like that in here. And it's just kit bash to the nines, this thing. And then it's painted, and that's kind of what I think brings the whole thing together is the paint job. So yeah, Jason definitely pulled it out with this one. Really good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can zoom into these pictures and you can just see just the level of detail is just top notch. There's only a handful of people who can probably do that. I like that there's some abstract to it, to where at first glance you're like, where's the front?
Yeah.
And I think he chose, that nice yellow, that we've all associated with, kind of like work machinery and stuff like that. And, I want to know the story of this mobile suit or this mech or, whatever it's going to eventually be, because it's a striking design.
Yeah, definitely. And I just got to ask, because Jason, I know you watch these live streams. Do you just have a backlog of stuff ready? Because every time we put a contest out, no matter how much time it has been since the last one, you're like, here's a new masterpiece. I just had it ready. Like, how? I know you're watching.
He's in the chat, says this is a secret project. Sorry, Jason.
Well, it's great. It's definitely good. I saw it. I'm like, when we do our update video, we've got to put this in there. We got to show people what is being entered, and hopefully it will inspire some people to join up as well. So, any other thoughts on any of the entries before we get to our little bit of announcement?
I'm excited to see them. How do you want to disclose how many there are so far?
I don't want to put the exact number just yet, but remember this: we are on track to have more in this contest than we've had in GBWC. And GBWC, we usually have a whole lot of people. So I really think this is great.
Yeah, no, and I'm super psyched at the level of quality so early. With all this, I mean, because everybody's got still several months to go.
Right, exactly. We have to September, and I don't want anyone to look at the entries that we're showing now, or hear about the number of entries and be discouraged. Do not be discouraged.
Yeah.
If you're interested, build a kit, do your best, and sign up, and just get out there. Trust me. Do not be intimidated or afraid. This is all for fun, and you might surprise yourself when you push yourself to compete.
Absolutely. Well, and the cool thing I'm sorry. Go ahead, David.
No, I was just going to say, you guys have mentioned GBWC a couple times. It's important to note that your entries for the Bandai Hobby Open can still be used in next year's GBWC. This is a non-GBWC event. This is just something for fun because the world kind of went crazy this year. So we just wanted to put on a really great contest just because we know that you guys love building these kits and showing them off. So don't feel like you have to hold back your kit for next year's GBWC. You can enter it here. You can win here. You can go to GBWC and win there too.
Right. Well, and the other cool thing is like, since there are skill levels, the beginner, intermediate, and experts, it's not an all or nothing. You don't have to be super high tier to win in a category either. You can be a beginner and still win in your category. So yeah, don't take a look at any of these, and like David said, don't get discouraged, man, because you could still win in your category.
Exactly. Let the competition push you. Like people in our office know, we had an office contest last year. I came in second. I was salty as all get out, and I told him next year I'm coming for you. I picked up a whole new line of paint. I learned all these different skills. I'm like, I'm coming for you. Let the hate flow through you.
He's got a picture of the winner on his mirror, like in Rocky IV, and he just like crumples it up and like throws it down every day. He's got a new picture up there. It's just great, and by entering your kit, even if you don't think you're going to win, it's great because the judges, you can always ask, hey, can you give me some feedback? Why did you grade me lower on this or something like that? And by learning from them, you can become a better model. At Anime Expo last year, we had Mishin Kawaguchi actually do the judging, and to watch people listen to him. Not so much tear their models apart, but give them as constructive a criticism as the Japanese can give you, and then just yearning for every word and just drinking it in. And I bet all those people are going to have better models this year because of it.
Yeah,
definitely. So yeah, those are entries that we've had so far. Now let's talk a little bit about our announcement. So. Every time we've ever done a contest, it has always been America only, and I never felt too bad because I know that everywhere else has their own GBWC, but unfortunately this year that's not happening. Well, we got permission for our friends up north in Canada land. You are now allowed to enter the Bandai Hobby Open. Come on down, have fun. Not physically though. You stay up there. All right, social distancing. But feel free to enter online your model kits, and we look forward to having our Canadian brothers and sisters also be a part of this contest.
Hell yeah!
So
there's a lot of great modelers up in Canada. I am not gonna lie about that. There are some amazing artists up there.
Definitely. So I'm very happy that we're able to give people that opportunity because in this time, especially here in North America, we could use something positive. So between the murder hornets and the world being literally on fire, this is a good time for model kits.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I know the Canadian fan base is enormous. We run the social accounts, and every time we post something, it's like, what about Canada? What about Canada? This hopefully maybe can be the first step towards Canada. We're definitely paying attention to what you're saying, and we definitely want to involve you more as much as we can. So this is kind of your first chance. So kind of show us what you got. And then the Americans, make sure you bring your A game because the Canadians, they're coming.
Yeah,
exactly, definitely. So, but yeah, I look forward to seeing how this turns out. Don't forget the contest will be running until September 1st. After that, we'll be doing a winners live stream like this, where it'll be Child and Mecca, myself, and some others going over just who won, and we're gonna have a lot of entries to go through, and I'm pretty excited for it. So I hope you're ready because you're gonna get like one of them like 10 gigabyte files. So
I know, right?
Get ready because a lot of people have been doing really good on their photo game too, which I appreciate that. Everyone, please keep doing that.
Jason actually had a question. He wanted to know if there was going to be first, second, and third in each category. So he's already got his eye on the podium, and he wants to know if if two other people are going to join him on the top, or if it's just going to be him by himself.
Jason, can you let other people win for just once? No. We'll do a first, second, and third for all of them. If we get like a crazy amount of entries, then we'll do a first, second, and third. But like we have a category that has like one entry, which hasn't happened, but as an example, we wouldn't do that. But chances are, it's filling up pretty quickly. I've been surprised that we've been seeing a lot more intermediate and expert entries than beginners. I thought it was gonna be the other way around. So yeah, we'll do it for second and third.
So beginners, step it up. Bring your models.
The field is open, guys. The field is open. Jump on in.
Right.
It's not scary. I promise you.
And
Not too scary.
Is there an age range for this contest, David?
No. So unlike GBWC, there is no age range. So if you've got a kid that's like 8 that wants to enter, as long as they have their parents' permission and their parents' account is the one signing up for it, you're good to go. You're good to go. Have fun. And if you got a bunch of kids at home and you want them to do something constructive and leave you alone, tell them, here, you're entering this contest. Here's a kid. Build it.
Yeah.
And what's the deadline, David?
The deadline is September 1st. You have all the way up until midnight that day. Once it is no longer September 1st, that it's over. I don't want to get any emails at 12:01. Oh, please let me. No, you had months.
Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah. Exactly. Get good. When that clock hits midnight, I will be turning that form off because I don't want my phone going ding 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 ding. So.
Right.
Yeah. And it always happens. Usually what happens with these contests is like the last 10 minutes, like my inbox just goes from being empty to being like 1,000 people like, I want to enter now. And I'm like,
yeah.
Yay.
This isn't Hawaii time.
Right.
Yeah.
By the time I go to bed at midnight on September 1st, have your entry in.
Right.
So, David likes to sleep in.
I just sleep at sometimes, every now and then it's great to get a few hours.
Every once in a while, right?
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to seeing what people can do, and I welcome our Canadian brothers and sisters to the contest. It should be fun.
Yeah.
If there's not any more questions, David, does Jason have any other
It was just a lot of people saying, well, I saw Jason's entry. Now I'm worried. And, Armida stirring the pot as only she can. And, just everyone seems to be pretty excited about adding Canada. That sounds like we're going to have a friendly rivalry with our neighbors to the north.
Nothing friendly about it. It's all rage. Just no, but hey, if you're entering the expert category and you saw Jason's, all that means is, hey, you need to step it up. All right, you need to go even further beyond. All right, you got time. So, but I'm looking forward to it.
And whatever you do, don't front on Canada because there are some beasts up there. Simon Lamb, Ryan Lau, and my boy Nico, who won last year. Those 3 are the GBWC past winners from Canada. They're all monsters. Don't sleep on Canada, kids. I'm telling you.
We just unleashed them on you guys.
I feel like somewhere in Canada, like they've been meditating, like our time is now.
It looks like something has happened.
I've been summoned.
Time to bring it back to the Great White North. You know what I mean?
Right. So I look forward to it, guys. But yeah, if there's no more questions, we can call it a day, and y'all can get to building because as you saw with Jason's and all the other entries, there's some good ones in there, guys.
Yeah.
So,
get on it.
Yeah. But until our next update, it's been fun. Get to building. We'll see you later, guys.
See ya.
See you guys.